Clearing Hunting Roads and Trails, William Hovey Smith, 2016. I'm the author of Backyard Deer Hunting, and I also have much of the information of this book in a video format, which is available on YouTube. Each year I cut my roads and trails, and here is this year's efforts.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And today I'm out on a power line on my property late in the season. It's actually September 1 now. Getting my stuff ready for this year's deer and waterfowl season.
Opening a power line right-of-way for archery hunting.
Not only am I cutting out access roads for me, I'm also cutting out access for my deer. Now right there, you see a fallen pine tree, and there is an old logging road up that cut between those lines of trees, and deer frequently use that and prefer it not to be blocked. So even though I don't run it with my tractors, I do like to keep it clear because it connects to another logging yard, which I also have a food plot on. So the Critters Path has been reopened again, and they'll have a much easier walk. And this makes it easier for me to predict where we might have deer come out, because they love to use these areas. Later I'll come back in with a sling blade and actually sling some of this other lighter weight stuff down to make it even more appealing.
Opening Trail 1 to my food plot.
We have an obstacle across one of our trails. This is a large oak that has fallen. It's not as big as some, but big enough. And as you see, it's over on that side. And now it's still hung up on the stump over there. So I'm going to start cutting on it, bring it down, and pull it down with my cable on my truck so I can get it where I can work it more effectively. Now this is a good tree, and it's going to provide me with a lot of good charcoal. So whilst I'm cutting, I'm going to cut it up into rounds that I can actually easily split and use to make charcoal for my forge. Now that we have the bottom part of the tree severed from the top, we're going to see if we can pull it off that stump with the truck winch. The tree is now in a position that we can much more easily and more safely cut it without either binding the saw or trapping me underneath as it falls, both of which are serious considerations. These are the last two obstacles I have to clear on my trail, so I'm making pretty good progress. It takes me several days to do this, depending on how much is down. But I've cleared thus far about 1 3/4 miles of trail, and this connects a loop of mine and, well, gives me a good bit of unobstructed travel now. what I'm using is, of course, my lawn tractor, and I'm using it to blow the leaves off the trail, which does two good things. One, it helps me see the snakes better, and two, the critters like it because they can find the acorns and feed easier on a cleared trail than one all covered with several inches of leaves. Back in my trailer here, I have my usual equipment: chainsaw, fuel for it, maul, wedges, clippers, sling blade, bush hook, yeah, hatchet, about the whole 9 yards of stuff that I've got for clearing woods, but this is what I carry with me. And this trailer, hooked up to the lawnmower, makes a very convenient way to get all this stuff out in the woods together. As is not uncommon, we had a little problem with our chainsaw. The blade here jumped the track, and I did not happen to have my wrench bag with me. So consequently, I couldn't do anything about it. So what I did is take my handy little hatchet, trim this tree, and move it to the side of the road by hand. So next time when I come through to cut the other piece of road I haven't touched yet, it'll just take a few minutes with the saw to finish this one up and get it moved completely off. But right now I can make it back to the house and have some lunch and rest a little bit.
Cutting my duck and goose launch pad.
We have finally completed our road clearing here. This last little patch you see that I've cut with my lawnmower is down to the pond where I launched my boat, which is still left over from last year. To tell you the truth, it's still down there. So I don't have to haul it back here again. But this turnaround I keep cut out so I can bring my little truck back here, my Ford Ranger, and load it and unload it. So we're all done. About 2 miles of road and path, and we got it done with the lawnmower. And we actually got a stand out today, so that's a step in the right direction. And I did see a rub on a tree, so we're about to get started. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
Besides backyard deer hunting, I have other outdoor books, including extreme muzzleloading, crossbow hunting, and practical bow fishing. I'm also the founder and owner of a new company, Hovey's Knives of China, where we take knives of ancient Chinese design and we make modern cutting implements from them that are as good or better than any in use today. It took me about 1.5 days to clear my 2 miles of roads and paths, and I had to cut only about 10 trees down with the chainsaw. For more information on my books and blogs and nearly 500 videos, you can go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.